Good. Hoped it was.
All right, Anthony on Air podcast back for another episode. Frankie C is in the house. What a big dog.
What is happening?
You look like $1 million.
I feel like about $1.20.
You're selling yourself short.
Thank you.
Frank, your neighbor might be an oath keeper because there was an oath keeper data leak, and it looks like a lot of people are oath keepers.
My neighbor?
Could be your neighbor. Could
They're
be
very
your
nice people.
Could be your oath keepers. Could be nice people. It's a little misguided.
Really?
My wife could be an oath keeper. Jay Sabs is probably an oath keeper. We didn't check that list for her name. We will.
Oh boy.
Kim Kardashian's got a new look and it's freaking me out. White House has been ordered to turn over social media emails from Dr. Fauci. And who's the new Jen Psaki? I can never remember her name.
Oh, I don't remember.
Does anybody care about her? She's not Jen Psaki.
She's good. She's very good. I just can't remember her name.
I'm in love with Jen Psaki. I'll never change.
All right.
New study finds Diet Coke and fake sugar products may be linked to heart disease.
You couldn't shorten that a little bit?
No. There's a new iPhone. That one's short.
That was short.
Hulu and Netflix changes. Seinfeld the model. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
What?
We've got the Corn Barber.
What?
J Sab's 40th birthday recap.
Indeed.
And that's it. I thought I had another one, but I didn't.
Way to leave us hanging.
Sorry.
What? You want me to talk? I'll talk.
Tap your microphone there for a second. Okay.
Tap yours. Good.
Tap yours out there. Welcome, everybody, especially those of you on the live chat. Appreciate you always. Thanks for all the supporters. Our members. Remember, you can become a member, get some exclusive content.
You remember you can become a member?
Shut up.
I like that.
We put out some stuff on Sunday. You got some flack for it. There was some backlash to the Frank directed and produced members-only content from Sunday.
To be fair, I don't care. No, was there flack?
It was some flack. We got some flack.
It was a 40-second video.
Well, perhaps that was the problem.
And it was done live.
Oath Keepers, Frankie C. There was a data leak today, which showed and exposed the Oath Keeper militia linked to the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. No surprise there. Counts 81 politicians, 117 active military, and 373 law enforcement members among its 38,000 members. This right extremist group has a foothold on the mainstream seats of power, according to this leak. Signups from at least 10 chiefs of police, 11 sheriffs, and dozens of officers, detectives, sergeants, lieutenants, and captains. Texas, Virginia, Florida, New York, and California have the biggest groups of Oath Keepers. The conspiracy theory fueled group seeks to defend civil liberties against a tyrannical government. More than 2,000 people associated with the Oath Keepers have been charged in connection with the January 6th attack.
As a shock.
More than 40% of the United States says we are headed towards a civil war within the next 10 years, according to a new poll that is out.
I don't think that's true.
You think we're going for a civil war?
No, I don't think that's true. I don't think we're going for, I mean, we're not, no, that's not going to happen. Yeah, we'll bitch and moan to each other over social media and shit. And it might be a little, there might be these one-on-one stuff here and there, but I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, I felt and feel the same way that you do, but then I think about how stupid I was regarding January 6th, and I was like, well, maybe. Granted, how many people, Cuddles, do you think was at January 6th? Was there like an estimate? Like 2,000? 5,000? Like around 5,000? Maybe 5,000 people. Which is an impressive amount of people to gather them all together into one spot. I mean, 5,000 people for January 6th is a decent amount of people. But for a full-scale civil war, Frankie C., you're talking about millions of people being mobilized. I don't know if that can actually happen.
It's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen because of this idiot, Trump. I'm sorry. I'm not going to war. We're not going to war because of him. It ain't happening. And if we did go to war, this all would stem from him. So it's not going to happen. I don't see. I'm sure people will be pissed at certain things that happen over the next couple of years, whatever. Their side doesn't win. This happens, that happens. But I don't think it'll devolve into war.
Let me ask you a question. Would you be happy if you woke up tomorrow morning and you found out that Donald Trump died from a massive heart attack? Would that make you happy?
I don't wish the man dead. No.
You're acting like I'm asking a crazy question. I think that's
you are asking a crazy question. I want to see the man pay for the shit he's done. I don't want to see him dead though.
Okay, but give me a little mic tap there. Let me say something. Yeah, see, we don't got your mic there. Good, you figured that out. I think that you would be elated. You and a lot of other people would be elated to wake up to that news. That's my personal opinion.
Is my mic okay now?
You're good now. You're great now.
Okay. You're
as good as a coronary at Mar-a-Lago.
No, I don't want that because I want him to see justice. That's what I want.
Sorry, Jay Zabs. Do you think that Frank would be happy if Donald Trump had a massive coronary?
Absolutely.
No,
he would be ecstatic.
Not even a little bit.
Be raped in jail repeatedly every day for the rest.
That's what I'm talking about. No, I want him to face the shit that he's done. I want him to face justice. I don't want him dead.
Okay, my wife and Frank are on team no heart attack, and Jay Sams and I are on team truth. So let me know in the comments what you think. Are you on team 1, the people who are lying to themselves, my wife and my friend here?
Why would I want him to die?
Or team 2, the team that knows the truth that Frank wants him dead tomorrow?
Okay, so you're just going to talk over me and forget what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, put 1 or 2 in the comments below. Let us know. You can explain yourself. My wife wants to explain herself. Go ahead, hurry up. Quickly, Jay Sabs is running out of patience.
No. Because I know Frank. He doesn't wish bad on anyone. He knows that that's still someone's father, that's still someone's husband, someone's grandfather. But if it happened to him, he'll be like, okay. It wouldn't like he's not wishing it on someone. He isn't going to be like, oh my God, that's amazing. That's like horrible.
And I don't want to.
Frank could be a horrible person.
No, he can't.
Yeah,
you
I know.
haven't
The
been.
Thank you,
things he
Cuddles.
was saying on Saturday night. Whew.
Yeah, okay.
You-
Thank you, Cuddles. I don't wish death on anybody.
You would be happy
justice.
though. You would be happy if you woke up to the news.
No, I wouldn't.
I think you would go out and get you and your wife a little Carvel cake to celebrate after dinner the night after he dies.
And not just a Carvel cake, a Fudgy the Whale.
Why do you say that?
Yeah.
Tell me why you say that.
I think you'd be excited.
Tell me why you think that.
I just think you can't. You hate him, and
we know what you think. I know what you think. Tell me why.
I thought I just did.
What? You said I want him dead. That's not why.
Because you hate him. I think you would be excited. I gotta be honest with you. I'd be fine. I wouldn't be sad.
I wouldn't lose sleep over it. I wouldn't be like, oh no, I'm cry. I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't shed a tear. But I don't want him dead. I don't. I want him to face.
Right, TD, right.
I want him to face what he's done.
My wife just said that I don't wish him dead. I got to be honest with you, for the audience numbers, it wouldn't hurt. If he woke up dead, do you know the amount of conspiracy theory? Like we would be flourishing as a podcast. We'd be doing some big numbers.
Oh, so we would just turn into a big conspiracy podcast.
Yeah, I'd be like this. I bet you it was that Hillary Clinton, and then people would be like, "We're going to subscribe to this motherfucker. He knows what he's talking about."
You're a dick.
All right, Jay Sabs, there's Oath Keepers everywhere. Are you an Oath Keeper? Be honest. Have you joined the Oath Keepers? You look like an Oath Keeper.
I don't even know what the fucking Oath Keeper is. So
It's a very far right.
It's a very far
Extreme.
right group, and we learned that chiefs of police, 10 of them. How many chiefs of police do we have? Are we
I
talking
don't
about like New York City chief of police? Because that's like a real, or are we talking about like Walla Walla, Washington's village chief of police?
That counts.
listen,
So
there's a
chief of
lot
police.
of underground stuff. I mean, have you seen movies? I forgot the name of the
No,
movie. I was just
I
thinking.
haven't. What is a movie?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. Come on, people.
I know. I'm never in any
Come
of
on,
these cool
people.
underground clubs. Have you noticed that? They're never.
Oh, Brian has a pretty good question. How does one wake up dead?
Well, you got to wake up dead, or else how else you going to know?
That's a good
Right.
point too.
It's going to be all kinds of confusing. Robin hates Trump, but says he would not like to see him dead. So you
No,
are
he
better
says he
than
doesn't-
Frank, my friend.
He says he doesn't want to see a quick death.
Okay.
Oh,
If
I'm
then
if
sorry.
you
I-
actually
Da Vinci Code. There you go.
If-
That's what I was thinking of. That's
if you
what
actually read the sentence.
Let's start a Da Vinci Code club where we just have Da Vinci Code meetings
Okay.
and we
How do
look
we
at
do
stuff. We look at paintings and things and be like, "Do you see the code?"
We could-
Paul said I'm a 3%er. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. Is that even a 3%er? Is that what that means?
I don't know what 3%er means. Is that like a level of milk? I have 2% milk. I don't know what 3%. I never heard of
taste it.
3% milk though.
It's it's easy. It's when you put 1% and 2% in your milk. If you
Is
add
that-
all your percentages together.
Oh, you say then we got
Yeah.
3. That works.
Well, I believe
Yeah.
it's has to do with the 1%. You know, neo-Nazi. Oh gosh, just because of my blonde hair, blue eyes. Thanks, Paul. Really. He
See, I
hasn't
think-
made a lot of nice comments about me lately. But go ahead.
Oh
You
no.
think Paul's turned on you? He was like your biggest fan.
No, he wasn't. He likes Frank.
I don't think
Who doesn't?
it's-
I know.
It-
Right.
Oh, please. A lot of Cindy doesn't. She's leaving. Look.
Who's
moving
sitting
on.
there?
Yeah.
I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you're a neo-Nazi, Jay Sabs, because of your blonde hair and blue eyes. I think it's because
Thank
of
you.
all the Nazi paraphernalia you have in your basement.
And also the fact that my grandfather's name was Adolf. Okay.
Truth.
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't have to add that in there, but okay. Next, because I really can't wait for.
What can't you wait for?
I don't know what's coming next.
Also, when you repeat the Nazi symbol, it does make a plaid, which is, I think, where your dad got it from. So.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Kim Kardashian's new look. Link in the description of this episode. I'm sure everybody has seen the photo shoot by now. This bleach blonde look, and it creeps me out. It's disgusting. It makes me have weird.
Disgusting?
It makes me have weird feelings about Hulk Hogan now.
Listen, you've been hiding those weird feelings about Hulk Hogan for years.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you're a true Hulkamaniac,
But it brings it all out now. I think it's the eyebrows for me, which is what I really can't stand, is the huge bleach blonde. But there was a lot of eyebrow there. Do you think they added eyebrow into that shot? Because she looked like a fucking weirdo.
Okay. I'm probably gonna get yelled at for this.
oh boy.
The blonde eyebrow thing is a new trend. I think it looks horrible on her though. Like I think it looks very, very creepy. And you know what it looks like? You know that movie with darn it. When she's a killer on the loose, she kills her husband. The blonde chick plays her.
Blonde
it.
chick who kills her husband on the run recently?
Yeah, and Christina Ricci's in it too.
I got nothing.
You know what it is.
Hold on. This is a nice thing for you here, Jay Sabs.
Cool.
Bird says, "You're the prettiest Nazi."
Oh.
That's nice.
She's a Nazi, George. A Nazi.
That's a kind comment.
It really is nice.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take
Anyway.
it. It's called Monster, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Monster. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, she reminds me of. She reminds you of her.
Yes.
Oh my God. She doesn't just kill her husband, that lady. She killed, she was a prostitute that
Yeah, it's
killed,
true.
half a dozen guys.
All right, don't. So she was a prostitute. Why are you making fun of her choices?
I
I
don't think it looks. I
just was
just
explaining the
don't.
movie. Why do you turn everything I'm saying all of a sudden? What is this trend that you're starting
I
on
was not
this
a trend.
episode?
That was judgmental. That was
Yeah, but
judgmental.
everything I say is, what is this? What is it? Don't make fun of it. It's like, can I talk without you jumping down my throat? You
Yes,
dick?
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, I'm done.
Go ahead,
It's
Jason.
creepy.
All right, so she got a creepy look. So can we see it? Can we put it up, or we can't put it up?
You can't put it up.
All right.
She does not look. I know people love her. She does not look good with this.
Okay, and did she have work done to her face? Because her face looks
Yes.
different.
Come on.
Well, the face looks different because of the hair. I feel like the hair made it.
No.
If she went back to a regular color, I
If
think it would
you
look
do
the
a
same.
side by side, I mean,
But I'll say this. Hold on. But because it's hard to tell. She posted that on Instagram, and then she posted one or two other things, and she looked like her old self. But I can't tell if those pictures came before.
oh,
I don't know what. Just because she put them out in that order.
Well, she's been in the spotlight for a while now, and if she had anything done to her face, I doubt she would have recovered this quickly. So I don't think there's anything.
but the thing is, here's the thing: they post pictures from weeks before.
Yeah, true.
They
but
don't post pictures from days before.
Right.
It's weeks before.
That's what.
Like-
That's what I'm wondering.
Even Chloe, when she had her nose job, she didn't post any pictures for a long time.
Right. I agree.
In between.
But
I
I
just-
feel like Kim has been
not good.
consistently posting and
Yeah, but-
consistently doing things in the public.
I don't know, Frank. You got to look at the pictures. It's in the. It's in. Do you
didn't
need
I've
me
seen
to-
them. I've seen them. I've seen them.
Okay.
I'm sure you've seen all of them. Do you like her ass in a jock strap or no?
I got to tell you, the ass doesn't look bad. Let's all be honest with each other.
I mean, it's not real, right? I mean, she had work done there too, right? Are you aware of that? Is that common knowledge?
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't she
but
deny that though?
no, they supposedly she took it out, the implants out,
Oh, okay. So really?
a few months ago, but then maybe put them back in.
All right. I mean,
This is like the A-Rod steroid scandal.
yeah, a little less.
She's juicing her ass.
So you don't like it either, Anthony?
I don't like what?
The blonde eyebrows.
I gotta tell you something. I threw up in my mouth a little. I thought it was so disgusting. I really did. I don't know.
Man,
It's weird. It's her face. It's the eyebrows. It's the particular shade of blonde. I don't know. It's very disturbing.
I didn't say this is disturbing. It
It
was
just
like,
looks
all right.
good on her. You know what it is? She's too, her natural skin tone is way too dark to be blonde. That shade of blonde.
Yeah.
So
I will say this. I don't know. You know when all the girls were going through that weird thing of dyeing their hair gray
yeah, I
Right.
like that.
or that grayish purple? I didn't mind that. I thought that
I like
actually
that.
looked good on a bunch of people.
Yep.
And this, what? All right. What if she kept her eyebrows the same and she just did her hair? That'd be okay. It was just the eyebrows that are messing with you, right?
The eyebrows were really. I mean, they
Her
were.
sister did
really-
it too. Her sister did it too a few weeks ago.
Which one, Chloe?
Kendall.
Oh, I tell you,
All
there's a
right.
shame about the Kendall and the other Kendall, because those two, they didn't look like the rest of them, and they were very pretty, but they have since what's the word I'm looking for? Fallen into that whole look with the whole thing, and it doesn't. They're not as pretty as they used to be.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
again, they both had. Well, not Kendall as much as
The other Kendall.
yeah.
What's the other
Kylie?
Kendall's name? Thank you.
Yeah.
Kylie.
No, we know. Who
And then
watches.
who's the fifth one?
Rob.
No, the girl.
Oh, is
the
he
woman.
still alive?
Yes.
I'd like to
woman.
invest in his sock company because I put my money into every other stupid investment in the last 2 years. I might as well fucking invest in his sock idea.
He has a sock company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait. Someone in the chat. She looks like one of those white chicks from the movie. Yes, that's who she looks like.
That is it. She
That's
looks like
true.
white chicks.
I saw that somebody write that last night, and I was like, "Oh yes," and I forgot it.
That's
Darn
not
it.
bad.
Could have been mine. I forgot it.
Nacho Pisho. Good name.
Nacho Fisho.
Nacho. Oh, Fish
Fish
Ho.
Ho is what I think.
I'm Nacho Fish Ho.
Right.
Very good. Good for you. That is excellent. She does look like one of the Wayans in Whiteface. That's it.
That could be. That could
How
be.
good is that movie?
Solve the problem.
I never saw that movie.
What?
What is wrong with you?
You
I
really
never
have
saw
never
White
seen
Chicks. Please.
I never saw it either.
It's not Citizen Kane, all right? So let's everybody relax a little bit here.
It's Citizen Kane just with white chicks. You'd
Oh,
be
well.
surprised.
That I'm in. You saw
Oh,
me
look
in.
at JSAP sporting the merch.
Hey.
And I actually wore it out today too.
Ooh, big
Ooh,
time.
Showing off the podcast.
Mm-hmm. I almost wanted to tell some guy, "Can you stop looking at my tits?" And then I realized I had something written across them. So, not really fair.
Did you really say that to him? You said that to someone?
Was it
your
my
husband?
my roommate. Exactly.
That's funny.
Hey, why can't he look at them?
You know, I swear to God, I never really thought of this, but that is a bunch of words. Like if you're walking this way towards somebody, like they're gonna gawk a little. I didn't even realize that.
They're going
Right.
to look at the area.
That's pretty funny.
We should make, for guys, words that go across the crotch. So people have
Yeah.
to look right at the crotch.
Yeah. Wait. Dr. Dex did say it's better than Citizens Kane, and you know what? He's right. White Chicks is 1,000 times better than that movie.
Well, he is a doctor, so who's gonna argue with
He
that?
does know.
That's true. I'll give.
Right.
All right.
Doctors are
have-
never wrong.
All his credentials that we've seen.
All right, let me ask you a question. They won't let you just put any name there, Frank. Come on, this is YouTube.
That's true.
Is this a funny shirt if we put like a paragraph of stuff that just is like whatever, and then at the end it just says "Stop staring at my tits, asshole"?
Yes.
Is that a good shirt idea?
Probably already done.
Probably.
What would the shirt? What would the nonsense say?
I don't know. You just come up with something. Take the first 20 minutes of this show. There's plenty there. Quickly, we'll do one that Janine hates. A federal judge has ordered the White House to turn over emails sent by Jen Psaki's replacement. I don't know her name. Karen
Right.
Jean Pierre. Name stinks. And Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Okay.
They
Ooh.
emailed social media platforms, and they're being accused of trying to censor stories on the Hunter Biden laptop, COVID, and mail-in voting. U.S. District Judge Terry Doty gave the White House 21 days to comply. He threw away the Justice Department's attempt to use executive privilege and ruled that the executive privilege does not apply to external communications by White House officials. The lawsuit was brought by the Attorney General of Louisiana and Missouri. The American people deserve answers on how the federal government has colluded with social media companies to censor free speech, according to Attorney General Eric Schmidt.
Okie doke. We'll see how that goes. I
It
mean, I
does-
don't know what they thought was censored. What did they say was censored? That
The Hunter Biden laptop, the COVID response, and the mail-in voting.
well, because only one network was talking about the Hunter Biden laptop, and it was out there. It's not like we don't know about it. It's in there.
Well, I think it'll be interesting to see if these people colluded with social media to change the narrative of what's out there.
Yeah.
That I don't think you can do.
Well, then they should also, I mean, look at, I guess if it's Twitter, it should be communications between them and Twitter, right? Not internal communications between themselves.
Well, it
That
was all
will-
the social media networks, Facebook, Twitter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It should be if they're investigating their influence over social media, wouldn't it make sense to get whatever communications they had with social media, like with the?
That's what they're doing.
I thought you said it was between Fauci and the press secretary.
No, her emails to social media companies
Oh, to
and his
social media.
emails
Oh,
to
okay.
social media companies.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Yes.
was between the two. Okay.
Sorry if
Got
I
it.
didn't clarify that.
Cool.
It just feels like okay. One, it feels like everybody's going to be investigated from now on. Feels like we don't have a fucking decent
Investigate
leader.
everybody. Who cares? I wish they should just be Just a new branch of government. Just investigate the people that are in charge.
Yeah, and I still don't understand why they censored the COVID came from a lab leak versus COVID came from a fucking I still don't understand how that made any sort of a difference.
And not only that, it was out there. Everybody knew where it came from. If they tried to cover it up, it didn't work because it was popular news since the beginning. Everybody
Popular
knew where it came.
nonsense is what it was.
That's true.
Jumpstart Coffee Company sponsors this episode. We love them. So I just got my new blend.
Ooh, how is it?
I haven't tried it yet,
Oh boy,
but
that's the medium dark roast blend.
yes. Ask my wife, like a couple of crack addicts. Okay, so you know what's weird? The bags come totally sealed, right? But when you open the bag from the company, it smells like coffee.
That's true. You get a nice waft.
It's so good. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they capture some of the company air into the bag before they seal it up and send it out.
I bet they don't even realize like where they work is a constant coffee smell. Yeah. And I bet they're just used to it. Like, they just don't even smell it anymore. So when they package everything in, you get a little bit of that aroma from the factory, I guess, wherever they're packaging it.
Yeah. And I mean like the bag that they put the bags of coffee in. That's what smells so wonderful.
The shipping bag.
Oh God. Just feel like Willy Wonka. Like I just want to tour the factory and eat snozberries and coffee berries.
Disgusting word.
Snozberries?
Berry or snozberry?
Ugh, snozberry.
Try
like
the
a snozberry. It tastes like a snozberry.
Try the new medium dark roast. If you've been a fan of other roasts from Jumpstart Coffee Company, you'll love this new blend. Character notes of milk, chocolate, dried fruit, and light smoke. Cannot wait to brew it up myself.
That sounds good.
So
Brian, you might be right. Go ahead.
What did Brian say?
That I was shopping online.
Oh, yeah, I think she was. You were buying some more Jumpstart Coffee Company, weren't you, Jay Sabs?
I was.
I knews it. Where would you like to go next, team? We have an array of lovely topics.
Pick a nonsense one. Pick a fun one.
What's on your list?
Okay, let's do this one. This one weirded me out. The corn barber.
Is this exactly what it sounds like?
Nope. I'm doing the thing where everybody's talking about porn, but they're calling it corn.
Oh yeah. Got it. All right, now I'm even more confused. The first thing, if it was actual corn, that would make a little more sense.
Okay, I came across this young lady on TikTok.
That's gross. Did you apologize to her?
Stop it. She did the exact opposite.
Mom. Did you apologize to my mom?
No, I didn't apologize to your mom. I think she's doing an interesting thing here, but it disgusts me greatly. But I don't want to say that so much out loud because I would love to get her on the show and talk with her. Again, we've talked about having TikTokers on.
Yeah, you say that.
I know, and I keep asking them, and then they go, "Yeah, I'd love to come on," and then I just never message them again.
You douche.
She's got this interesting business that weirds me out.
Okay, let's hear it.
Of why people are into this. And I don't know if she's sleeping with her customers or if it's just I'm being naive and it's just the I should take what she's doing at face value. But here I just paused one of her this is the video I found her on.
Oh boy.
She's on OnlyFans and she sits in guys' laps and lets them grab her ass while she gives them a haircut.
I'm instantly mad at my husband. Thank you.
Why?
Because if he ever fucking did this,
he didn't. The guy. I feel so bad for him. The guy doesn't even know this exists, and you're already mad at him.
He probably masturbated to last night. Disgusting pig.
No, see, I think this is disgusting. There's nothing.
What does this have to do with pornography?
Will you stop it? Nothing grosses me out more than I saw porn once when I was a younger lad, and it was one of those where when they talk to like the Playboy of the month or whatever, and they give you their fantasies. This And like, so this girl was like narrating her fantasy, and her fantasy was that a hot guy comes into her barber shop and she gives him a haircut and then they bang. I thought this was
Ooh.
the most disgusting, fucking stomach turning thing. Because there's like
Disgusting.
fucking hair everywhere. It's just so fucking
What
gross.
if they bang right after it, but in the shower?
You got when you get a, I don't know if women feel the same way about this, but when you get a haircut, Frank knows, you get the shave in the back of your head.
Yeah, you get the little tiny, little pointy hairs all over you.
All you want to do is shower immediately. It's
Right.
the most fucking disgusting thing ever.
Yeah, but they're not having sex, are they?
I don't know. I really don't know, because how do I get to her profile here now? Here we go. You look at all her photos here, and she's literally just like, look, she's just on this dude. Look, like trimming his fucking eyebrows, and she's sitting on his lap.
That's
All right.
exactly how I give trim jobs to my husband.
Trim jobs.
Trim jobs.
I don't
this
think
is-
it doesn't look like she's
Actually-
banging them.
Okay, so my roommate gets mad at me when I do that. If my father's sitting in the living room with us, and I'll just like get on top of him just like that, and he's like, "Oh, can you stop?" And I just think it's a funny joke, and he's like not into it.
No,
Thanks.
that's a funny bit. I can appreciate that.
It is.
But look at this guy, and then like she lets them grab her ass. It's just, who wants to be grabbing the girl's ass while she's got a fucking straight razor to
No,
your
no.
fucking eye?
Though that there's definitely been some bloodshed, number one, and number two, those haircuts are not coming out as perfectly as they could be.
Look, can you see this one here? She's literally straight edge
No,
this guy's fucking neck.
nope, nobody move when that happens.
And look, she's got the OnlyFans thing on in the background, so I get she's like a big OnlyFanser, I think. Is that what they
Oh,
call
yeah,
it?
definitely.
I bet she probably does this stuff naked or something. But I
Okay,
can't-
so, but that's the question. Like, is this it? Is this what we're paying for? Or are you literally going to, because if you notice the background is the same, so I can only assume these men are going to
Well, it's
her
gotta be-
apartment.
there's got to be a description. If let's say you're a potential customer and you know for her OnlyFans, you got to know what you're buying, right? Are you subscribing to her OnlyFans, knowing that you're not getting, it's not going to be that? I mean, I'm sure there's a description somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to pay for sex, unless you're in Vegas.
No, you're paying for the haircut.
Cut with a slut.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
That's not from me. That's from Dr. Dex.
Dr. Dex is on fire, quickly becoming a
I don't know
favorite.
who that is. I have a feeling it's Frankie C's wife, though.
I think
It
so
is
too.
not.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Slut cuts might be a new national
yeah.
chain.
Yep.
Like sports clips, that's dumb. That's like the whole guy gets a haircut. Like slut cuts, that might be where it's at.
I feel like there are places that maybe not do this, but like have women who are like in bikinis or something doing this, right?
I don't
There's
think I don't think so. But that's a fucking $1 billion idea.
Actually, I had probably the best idea, and since I'm probably never gonna start this business, I guess I could give it away now. You want to hear
Give
it?
it away, give
Yes.
it away now.
My multi-million-dollar company would be called IT Girls, GURLZ, where girls come to your house and fix your computer in a bikini. I've had this idea for years.
Like URL, but it's a girls. I get it. IT girls.
Does anybody?
And people would pay money because what would you rather do? Have girls come to your house in bikinis or bring your computer to Best Buy to the Geek Squad? Okay, thank you.
Here's a question: does anybody get IT people to come over their house anymore to fix their computers? Does that ever
My
happen?
parents do. Yeah,
Do they?
if you're like 80, you do.
Yeah.
All right.
So your father wouldn't say, I don't know, maybe someone in their 30s coming over.
My
In a
father,
bikini?
I believe, would be pouring his prune juice into his laptop just to get them, just to fucking have an excuse to call these people.
Well, your mother screams at him, "You fucking moron, you did it again."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, she's calling, college hunks that move shit for you. You know, you got the IT people.
Right.
Look, Willie's in on slut cuts. I think
Oh,
slut
yeah.
cuts is a fucking idea.
All right, so now we got to do it. How do we do it?
I will say this though, it disgusts me though. I don't know
can't
because
believe the hairs bother you.
Well,
because I think you'd be looking at the girl's cleavage and you'd be like, oh, there's some other guy's fucking disgusting
Right.
hair on her. Like,
I'm
you can't
sure
get
they
that
have
shit
to.
off.
I'm sure they got a towel off between. You know, get the shavings off between customers.
Mm.
You know, someone comes by with a towel or like a hair blower and gets all the shavings off. I'm sure.
My roommate hates the way that feels. When he gets a haircut, he immediately comes home and takes a shower or just washes his hair.
It's fucking disgusting.
You have to get it all off you.
It's beyond disgusting.
Girls don't have that problem.
It's in your ears. It's everywhere. Yeah, I don't think she's. I mean, unless she is, but I feel like she would advertise it more. Like, hey, I'm banging.
By the way, look at these older ones, Frank. She's not. I think she just discovered this. Oh, I think I'm going to cut people's hair
by sitting on their lap.
Yeah,
I think maybe.
I give her credit. Again, I'm not trying to slight her at all. If this is her bit, I just couldn't take part in it. But if this is what people are into, I think she's like cornered the market into something.
Right.
You know, she's got something going on. But again, I find it hard to believe that people are just going to her apartment and getting a haircut and leaving.
Maybe she does, but I'm sure it's at her discretion, and it's very. I mean, if she's doing it, she should. She should say, "My OnlyFans to see more, to see what else we do." But if this is it, I'm sure there's got to be more. Why would you sign up to the OnlyFans?
I'm assuming the OnlyFans she's getting naked and she's doing it naked. You get to see her do it naked. Yeah.
This is like going to a strip club, except you're getting a haircut too. That's exactly what it's like. You're welcome.
I don't want to get a haircut at a strip club.
It's gross.
Right.
Gross.
So you just go to this girl's house.
Also, do I want to be on paying for her OnlyFans watching other dudes get haircuts?
Maybe.
I don't think so. That doesn't seem appealing to me either.
That's not floating my boat.
But I give her credit.
Haircuts.
I've never seen anybody do this, and I think it's kind of, a genius from that standpoint.
Good for her. If she, how many followers does she have?
Well, I am looking for a new job, so
54,000 on TikTok. I don't know what she's on her other things. I didn't look.
All right. I'm sure she's got a decent following. She's probably making thousands of dollars a month from this. Who knows?
Probably. Slut cuts, though, is an idea.
Yeah, that doesn't dehumanize women at all. Should be fun.
No.
Well,
hey,
it's no
they're
worse
the ones
than
agreeing to it.
Yeah, than Hooters or any shit like
Right.
that. Somebody I know, his fucking great big idea was to have 2 chicks in bikinis sell hot dogs down in Florida.
I feel like they do that anyway.
Some guy aka your dad.
No, it wasn't my dad. It was somebody that we knew, and he actually did it, and it was like a brilliant. It fucking took off because you have all these construction workers and shit, and where are they going to go? To the fucking dirty Winnebago hot dog truck or the cart with the fucking 2 hot girls?
Right.
You know what happened? The 2 hot girls were like, hold on a second. Why are we fucking giving this guy all our money? We'll just buy our own fucking hot dog cart and do this ourselves. And that's what they did.
Whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. So he lost his business.
He couldn't just hire 2 more hot girls?
I guess so, but I think it's only a matter of time before they're like, why are we giving, again, they're getting paid whatever they're getting paid an hour instead of keeping all the profits from all the fucking hot dog sales.
I feel like, I guess so. I feel like why work at a Nathan's restaurant when you could just run one? I mean, because you have to also go through the hassle of running a business.
Right.
Yeah, but it's different because you got to recognize who the talent of the situation is, like what the draw is. What can I do is for you. It wasn't a good hot dogs.
They weren't that great. Okay.
They weren't great hot dogs. Let's recap J-Sab's 40th birthday party.
Oh my God. 4th
from 40th. Sunday night.
When's the next one? Are we doing anything this weekend for you?
I think tomorrow is another one. I'm not sure how it works.
Well, it's September 7th.
Well, I'll say
So
this. Hold on, J Sabs, because it's kind of like the Olympics. The last one, Frank, was outdoors. This one is going to be at an ice skating rink. It alternates every year.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah.
I like it.
But this time we all have to dye our hair bleach blonde and
Yeah.
our eyebrows.
Okay. Oh, and wear a jockstrap.
Okay.
Now I will say this. I do feel like I need to apologize to J Sabs because I had the hookup at the place we were at, and I didn't think that this was going to be a dinner party, which it kind of turned into. I
know.
thought 8 o'clock was like a drinks thing. Everybody was eating already.
Well, it was a drinks thing, but everybody just decided to get some food.
Yeah.
Well, I was
exactly.
going to get some of those food items and kind of spread it about, but then everybody ordered that shit already by themselves. I kind of felt like
So in other words, you did nothing. Great.
I did nothing. I did
Messed
nothing.
up. It's messed up, man.
Thank you.
Well, I bought the key lime pie. I did that with the candle.
Oh, thank you.
I did arrange for that. But for the most part, nothing. A big fat nothing. Yeah.
One thing you didn't do is stop the other table from singing happy birthday to that other person, because when it's my birthday, it's only my birthday. And I don't like sharing my birthday with anyone.
There were like 2 or 3 other ones.
The nerve.
Unbelievable.
But
Does it
thank you
help-
guys for coming out. Go ahead.
Does it help that their birthday was on that particular day and not 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as
And
we know.
also, go ahead. Right. As far as we know, if you do want to make it up to me, you can hook it up the next time I go there.
So this weekend.
Right.
For the next birthday celebration?
Just
Round
for those
5.
drinks. Right.
All right, I'll think about it.
And the rum punch.
But it
I'll
was
see
a
what we
fun
can
time.
come up
That
with.
place was nice. It was a cool place. The food was really good. I had a good time. Very nice.
I like
Anthony,
that
now
place.
you're saying that video was not good?
Okay, so some people had an issue with Frank's video, which I didn't even know you were doing it.
I told you.
I didn't know that was it. I was in the middle of a conversation, and next thing I know, you're like,
Well, pay
there's
attention.
Anthony. And I didn't know what was happening.
All right.
I had to blur out Cuddles. She refused to be. She goes, if you put that up, I will sue you. And she told me through a lawyer, not even like, it wasn't like she leaned over in bed.
Handed you some papers.
Yeah. She handed me
what-
some papers.
So what was the issue?
Well, it was 47 seconds for starters.
I
thought
said
you
it was
were-
going to be a very short, just a check-in.
Yeah, but I thought there
Yeah.
was going to be, we like kind of promoted it like Frank's going to do a production. He's going to be writing,
is it?
directing, and shooting.
Production.
What do you want me to do? Makeup, hair and makeup?
A few jokes.
I was just checking in from the party. That's all it was. I'll do more next time. I apologize if it was that short. I didn't mean to disappoint.
Hey, would you blow me? Commented. I think you guys are stretching the whole quote special perks quote thing.
All right. I thought it would be nice to see us all together, enjoying each other's company. Hey,
We're all
we're
together
not
Well, you
just
know what, Frank?
no,
If
but
you
we're in
didn't
this.
leave
We
so-
were actually
wait.
in the same room.
If you didn't leave so early, you could have videoed what happened after you left. Which,
Okay.
oh,
Let's talk
Here
about
we go.
this son
God,
of a
that
bitch
was just, I can't even.
who
What happened?
everybody loves. First of all, we go to the place. Let me tell people what I had to deal with. I go to an 8 o'clock. Now, by the way, and I'd love to hear from people in the chat. Is 8 o'clock a dinner gathering? That is not a dinner gathering. That is
Nobody
drink.
said dinner.
Depends on how old you are.
That's
right?
true, because I did say that to my wife. I go, when you're like 23, 8 o'clock's dinner. But at 39, 8
Wait,
o'clock is drinks.
What? Okay. Yes. I really did just mean for it to be drinks, but,
That's
I
what it
know,
was.
like, it's not like a sit. Like, I feel like what
People
spot we
just
were
c-
at, you
yeah.
just get your own, you don't need to make a whole big
It
deal
wasn't
about the
planned.
food.
It
No.
was order if you want.
Right.
You don't need to make
But-
a whole big deal out of it, says
What
the
time
girl
do you
who
eat-
is wearing a sash and a crown that lit up.
What
Yeah,
time
that
do you
was-
eat dinner?
6:30.
Okay.
On
Like
or
a normal
around there.
human being.
Okay.
I mean, even if
Say-
you
Wait,
The-
say you and your wife want to go out to eat.
Right.
What time you going out to eat?
7:15, 7:30. That's dinner time going out.
Not later. You wouldn't go
Not
out
later.
to eat at 8:00.
I said this to my wife. You could ask her. 8:00. If you got a huge group of people, and that's the only time you can get a reservation for like 20 people.
God, I could just imagine with the ride home what you guys said. Now I'm scared and a
8
little.
o'clock is fine for dinner too. It depends.
I'm sweating.
So with my wife, it's whenever we're hungry, we'll do dinner.
How
If
would
it's-
you know?
if it's
You
late,
leave everything at 7:45. You've never
well,
been out
when you
with us at
show
8
up
o'clock.
late, it's easy to stay late. You dick.
I didn't show up that late.
You showed up a half hour or 45 minutes late. We
He
we
had
were
to
there
make
at
an
8
appearance.
o'clock.
No. First of
Yeah.
all, we were not even a half hour late.
My wife and I were there a half hour early. We got there at like 7:30.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Get there when people are there. You get there.
No, we
before
got there because I
anybody
wanted
shows
to eat.
up.
I actually got there and ate first, and then everybody started showing up
Frank,
because I
You're
didn't
not
know we
supposed to
were
do
all
that.
going to eat. We were all going to eat.
I didn't
together.
know either.
That's why. So I just had
Wait, so
some food.
you ate before everybody got there?
Yeah, I was hungry. I had something. Erin,
A
my
little
wife
something.
didn't.
You didn't have
I had 3 tacos and some
Yeah.
French fries.
one taco being his wife's. Oh yeah.
Oh, pig taco. I get it.
Zing.
Um,
And there were nachos for the table. They were on.
They
It
were.
wasn't exactly nachos. It was more like just chips and like a couple of dips.
yeah.
Tortilla chips, I guess. But they were for the table.
Yeah, no, that was the other thing that I felt weird for. Then like people were ordering, somebody ordered something for the table. And I was like, that's what I was going to do. And now we were sitting there and my wife was like eating other people's food for the table
Listen,
that I did not order. I felt pretty terrible about it.
You
Like
should
I
always
just
feel
said,
terrible.
you can. We'll meet out at 4:30 for dinner, as what you want, and then that's it. You could
Yeah,
hook it
we'll-
up then.
We'll get you your oatmeal. So
Shut
you
the
know.
fuck up. 8:00 is not a dinner. That's not a dinner time. Like again,
Nobody
especially.
said it was dinner. Who said it was dinner?
But that's what you guys are saying, that it's like dinner.
No, we said
So
eat if
you
you want to
heard-
eat.
You heard it was going to be an 8:00 party, and you thought, I'm not going to eat anything until we get there.
No, that's not what I thought. I thought I'm not hungry all day. So when I wasn't hungry. I wasn't hungry. We got there. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat something because we got there a little early. Because we lived about an hour away from the place, and we were like,
No.
all right,
No, you don't live an
Yeah,
hour away
like
from the
45 minutes, and then we had to look for parking. But so it was about an hour until we walked in.
No, hold on. Now I gotta look.
What? No, I'm telling you. I drove it twice, there and back. I know where we were.
place. Look who's late for the early bird.
This guy.
6:00. I love the way that guy Jack Clampett says Cadillac.
You want me to buy you a new Cadillac?
That's good.
Thank you.
Um,
Take the pen.
Christine with a good point. Aunt, you're always late starting this podcast. How do you know it's me? That was hurtful.
It's
Well, it could be
definitely
Frank.
you. It's definitely not.
Well,
Because you would start without me.
Ball's on my side. Aunt, you want to arrive when folks are buzzed. That's right.
That's pretty much when he did arrive.
Well,
Right.
okay, no, but not for nothing. But we had tickets to a Met game, so we were coming back from that, and that's why we showed up at the time that we showed up.
Oh,
Why would you make
sure.
plans on J Sab's 4th birthday party?
Real nice.
I didn't know that's when J Seb's 4th birthday celebration was gonna.
There's a schedule. There's a calendar she puts out every year for her birthday. All the parties are laid out, and you gotta adhere to the calendar.
It's a whole calendar, right?
It is.
How do you go through a whole day not being hungry?
I was hungry. I ate in the morning, and then I wasn't hungry until I got there.
What'd you eat in the morning?
I don't remember. Something.
A
I
taco,
probably just
mayo.
I probably just picked on stuff all day. I don't even remember what the hell I ate, but it was
You don't have
little,
lunch on a
little
Saturday
things.
or Sunday?
It was Sunday, and I was, you wake up a little late. You pick on some stuff, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not
I'm
that
gonna wait.
hungry. We drove out there, and then I got hungry on the drive, so I ate when I got there.
A 40-minute drive. You getting a handy in that time or no?
Good question.
Or on the way
Next.
back?
For the 5th, we're waiting for the 5th birthday party.
Oh, okay.
You got a handy.
Well, you're in luck.
Sweet. Schedule it now.
Just for that reason. See how I'm on your side?
All right. So listen, we go to this place. We have a nice time. By the way, I tried to buy you a drink like twice, and your husband just got up and ran to the bar to get you a drink.
Yeah, your husband was all
Really?
over that.
Yeah,
He
so
was
I
like,
couldn't
"No, no,
even
no,
do that.
My tab. I got it.
And then, can I say this too? I do like to buy the birthday person a drink. I felt weird because I had it. So we went to the next place. I'm skipping ahead in the story here, but I had to tell your husband that I bought you a drink because I wasn't confident
Yes.
in the bartender that she wasn't going to fuck us both. And because
Right.
you got the drink, it was put on your tab. And I was like, can you move that to my tab, please? And she
Right.
was like, oh, sure. And I was like, don't you want to know my name in there? Like, you know, you need some more information to finish this transaction. And so,
Right.
like, I told her I felt like a fucking 90-year-old in there, like trying to be like,
My name is Anthony.
yeah. So then I had to tell your husband because I didn't want him to fucking pay. Did he check the check?
I
Probably
hope
not.
he did. I'm gonna ask him.
He looked like he was pretty hammered.
He was having a good time.
Did you get a ride home? You guys didn't drive home, did you?
He drove home.
He did?
He wasn't hammered.
He wasn't drunk.
No.
He was hilarious that whole night. I got to
Oh,
tell you.
sorry.
He's a character.
What was he saying that was funny? Because, like
he
you said,
was-
I don't find him funny. So I like to know what other people.
You don't find him funny?
Oh, let's circle back to. He's very funny. I don't. There's something wrong with you.
He's got this
very
weird
funny.
personality where he'll start saying something, and you're like, and he's like, no, but not really. I'm like, oh, God.
Paul makes a good point here, and I have a question. When is JSAP's 40th Christmas bash coming
Oh, I
up?
would
When
love
do we
that.
have to go to that?
If my birthday was near Christmas, oh my God. Oh my God.
That would be a cop out there. It's good that your birthday is not around any holidays.
That's true. Because then it would like foreshadow, like, or overshadow my birthday. Yeah, I agree.
She's saying that like she's not ordering invitations, Frank, to her 40th Halloween birthday celebration.
Right. All right.
We
So
have to let the show up dressed up as our favorite JSAB's generation. Go ahead.
Damn it. So I have a picture of us. I don't know if you wanted me to show everyone.
No.
Pictures of us at the party.
No, my wife doesn't want to
Swinging.
be shown.
No, she's not in it.
No.
It's a picture of the three of us swinging.
Oh. I think I look horrible in this picture.
I look horrible in every picture, so
Let me see.
God, I don't even know. It's probably bad too.
get ready, everyone, because we're all swinging in this picture.
Is that a teddy bear in tinfoil on the coat rack, or is those garlic knots again?
Those are the garlic nuts I forgot to take down last time. I thought it would be.
Oh my god!
And it was like, just put them up again. I was like, all right.
We got fruit flies in that studio. Go ahead.
You don't even want to know what's going on. All right. So, all right. There's one where, for some reason, all right, keep in mind we're swinging. And there's some.
We're on swings. Can you
No.
say it right?
No,
There's already a lot of shit going on.
Thanks for messing up the whole
internet.
joke, you
Oh, sorry.
jackass. You suck. I was going to say, there's a picture here with Jay Sabs with her mouth wide open.
Oh, I ruined it.
You did. Okay, so let's see. There's that one. We're all
This is
swinging.
the worst photo ever.
That is the three of us, and then there's another one. It's the same general shot, but we're having a good time. There we go. Jay Sabs, of course, not looking at the camera.
Well, I was pretending to have a good time.
And they had swings at the bar. That was pretty cool.
I like it.
Holy shit.
It was a fun time. I had a good time, and the place was nice.
Before we get to Frank's issues, I found it hysterical that
What issues?
Jay Sam's making friends on vacation came up, and your brother, Janine, was horrified to hear some of the stories that you were telling.
He knew
We're
some
all
of them.
horrified.
Why say that again?
I thought he knew some, if not all of them.
He probably
I knew
heard them
some of
if forgot how horrific they
Yeah.
were.
I didn't think
that
he knew
neither
the.
of us
I didn't think he knew the boat one.
did. Yeah, he knew the boat one.
Then there was another Frank, or who I like to call Funnier Frank. He was there, and he pointed out that all these friends that you're making on these things probably think you two are swingers and that you're garnering this reputation as the biggest cock teasing swinger couple out there. Because you go 90% of the way, but then there's no
And you're
sex
like,
that happens.
We'll see you guys. And they're just sitting there like, what? What's going on here?
We were joking that there were fucking pictures of you guys up at the swinger clubs being like, don't waste your time with these two.
Bunch of teasing bastards. We invite you on our boat. We take you out in the middle of nowhere. No one can
Show
see.
you our dogs.
Show you our dog. And
Meet you
what?
at a
Nothing.
restaurant.
We
You know
get
what's
nachos
weird?
for the table.
Janine was telling the story where she took the boat to the other couple's boat to look at the dogs or whatever it was.
Yeah, which is appalling in by itself. Just
Go ahead. No, it's
getting
not.
on a stranger's boat.
Yeah.
And, oh, we've got this boat. Why don't you and your husband come out on a boat with us and we'll sail out into the middle of nowhere. Okay.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Hearing that story being told in a restaurant with people was more horrific than here, because this is kind of like a show, and there it just made
This
it
is a show?
it made it so much more real to hear it and then watch other people's reactions who
Right.
haven't heard it.
Right.
It brought a whole new level to the story. It really did.
I still can't believe that. Well, first of all, my brother shouldn't talk because he met people on vacation when he went somewhere last time. Even
You
though
can meet as many people as you want, but you stay friends
he
with them.
just had a great vacation story. But
Did we talk about this? I put it in my notes to talk about it when it happened,
I'm
but
not
then I
sure.
didn't. Your brother did the most. I thought we did. Didn't we talk about it? Because then we brought up Sesame Place and everything. Maybe we didn't. I don't know.
no, because we talked about us getting our money back from something else.
Your brother did the most legendary thing ever. I mean, I don't even know if you want to tell the
That was
story.
fantastic. Can we talk about that?
Go ahead. There's no legal.
No, but he's all right with us talking about it, you think?
Yes. Oh God, yes.
All right. So where were they again? They were on vacation and they were at a bar and some guy was hitting on
Oh,
You're telling a different story. That was a
Okay.
different story.
All right, that's the one I thought you were saying. Okay.
That one's pretty legendary for a different reason. Okay, we got to tell both now. Which one do you want to tell?
Oh boy.
Can we tell
What's
that
the
one?
original? What's the original one? The one you were thinking of.
what just happened in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We should tell Hawaii first if we're going to tell both of them, because the other one is the closer.
Agreed.
So, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So basically, he took his wife and kids to Hawaii, and they were watching TV on their second night there, and they saw a roach run across the floor,
Mm.
and he killed it and saved it. And he
didn't
went
s-
down.
Oh, he didn't save it. I was going to say. He
I
definitely
don't
killed it.
know. I mean, saved it in a plastic bag.
Right.
I don't know if he called the front desk or went down to the front desk first, but they acted like it was like no big deal. Like and this is not like a motel. This is like a pretty
big deal
nice
hotel.
hotel there.
Yeah.
So they weren't like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry. We'll send you to a different room." What they told him was, well, there's no more 1-bedroom suites anywhere else. We're all booked up. Now, what they should have done, right? That's the face he should have made. What they should have done was say, "We're so sorry. We're gonna actually upgrade your room and bring you to a 2-bedroom suite."
Yeah, something. Make it better somehow.
So he booked the trip through TripAdvisor. So when you do it through them, it's TripAdvisor Plus. When you do it through them, you get like a person. So he called them and he said, "I want my money." He told them, "I want my money back." And the person at the front desk said, we can't do that because if you spend more than 2 nights here, you're not getting your money back." So it turned into this whole big thing. And he called TripAdvisor, and TripAdvisor was trying to call the hotel manager, and she refused to pick his phone call up. So it was like, this whole big thing. And so he got very angry. Very angry. And what he did was, my brother's an IT guy. Not to be confused with IT girls.
Good point.
Wanna
Patent
note that.
pending.
And he printed out 300 copies of a letter talking about the roach. And also in the letter was a picture of the roach. So his plan was to put it under everyone's door that he could.
Did he do it? Tell me he did it.
He did it for about 15 people. Now he wasn't going to do it if he got his money back. So in the end, he did get his money back.
Right, but you're missing half of the brilliant part, which is how he printed it. Did you tell that part?
Oh no, go ahead. You say it better.
He went to all the printers in the business center
Right.
and put in like print 400 copies and printed out a shit ton and then took the paper so that they had to load the paper to finish. Like as soon as somebody put new paper in, they were going to get 200 copies of this letter with the picture and the story and the roach and everything like that in all the business center printers. That's
Right.
kind of genius.
So like, say you go try to print something and it's out of paper. Like you, Frank, say you're a hotel guest. You go to try to print something. It says,
You gotta
load
wait for that
paper.
job to finish
Exactly.
first.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's genius.
So
Well, yeah, all they could do is cancel the job somehow.
no, they couldn't. You couldn't cancel it because you don't know where it came from. I don't know how he did
I think
that.
you could cancel it on the printer though.
Well, no.
Either way. But that's perfect. I
Somehow
love
he
it.
did it. So anyway, he wasn't going to do it. He did print them out, but he wasn't going to put it underneath doors unless they didn't give his money back. They did, but he still put it under like 15 people's doors. Good for him.
So they gave him his whole
fucking-
money, his whole trip. Did he have to go somewhere else, or did they still stay there?
They still stayed there because when they tried to find another place, apparently this is a thing in Hawaii. Around all the hotels on the beach, they have these roaches. So
So everybody was kind of just
I
that's
mean-
what happens, kind of thing.
I guess, but I'm sorry, that to me,
So in the long
I
run,
would go nuts too.
the people running the hotel were right in saying, "Hey, this is just what happens."
Well,
They probably could have been nicer about it.
they were not accommodating at all. So
Right.
And you got to be accommodated. This is like when I went to Virginia
yeah.
Beach and we found that disgusting shit in the shower, and the girl was like, "We'll send maintenance up to clean it." Like, fuck no. Like, that's not what I want to hear. I'll get the fuck out of here.
Well, what are they going to tell you?
We'll move you to another room. I'm so sorry.
Oh, they didn't even move you to another room.
They did, but the one guy did. But he like the manager was like annoyed that he was doing it.
Ugh.
well, too bad.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
gross.
you send in someone else to clean it anyway. You have to. Why not just do a whole clean and get some new people in there? That doesn't
Well-
make sense.
That was pretty crazy. That I love the printer move. I love the dedication. That's what I love about your brother. He's fucking dedicated. Like he doesn't half-ass shit. He goes
It's
all
something
the
I
way.
would do, by the way.
Yeah. Now the second story is. Are you sure it's okay we tell this story?
Yeah.
All right. The second story is a far more maniacal and crazy.
Yeah, and graphic and vengeful and awesome.
And as you're hearing it, I want you to understand the short amount of time he had to come up with this long-term plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's telling it?
I'll go, Janine. You correct me when you need to.
Okay, go ahead.
Him and his beautiful wife, who was a fiance at the time,
Just girlfriend.
just girlfriend, are in Amsterdam.
Prague.
There you go.
Close enough.
That's
Off to a good
over
start.
2.
J-Sab's brother, his girlfriend at the time, now wife, 2 kids, dog that didn't make it 3 days. Just to give you the full story.
That is the full story.
They're in Prague, and they're having some drinks at this bar. And I know they were having drinks, not having dinner, because it was 8:00. So, so they're having drinks at this bar. They're talking to this guy or a bunch of people.
2 guys.
2 guys. And they're having drinks or whatever. I guess they were talking for quite a while. Your brother excuses himself to go to the bathroom. And one of the guys says to his girlfriend, now wife, kiss me. Or like, let's kiss or whatever.
He tries to kiss her. He
He
leans
tries
in
to
or
kiss
whatever.
her?
And then I don't know if he said something like he doesn't have to know or something like that.
Yeah, and your sister-in-law was like, well, my boyfriend's going to come out of the thing. And the guy was like, he doesn't have to know.
Right.
Pretty scumbaggy thing.
Yep.
So I guess then the guy goes to the bathroom after your brother comes back, and she tells him what happened. He proceeds to take the guy's beer, put it low, and dunk his
This is
testicles
right at the bar.
right at the bar. Takes the guy's beer, puts his testicles in this beer, puts the beer back on the thing. Takes a picture of it. Makes nice with the guy. Guy doesn't know whatever. At some point in the evening, they exchange email addresses. Like, oh, email me. I think he was asking him, oh, hook me up with whatever. And okay, yeah, I'll email you. Or give me. They exchange emails. To which then, I guess when he got back to the United States, did he wait that long?
Mm-hmm.
He emails the guy, oh, by the way, this is when I dunked my balls in your beer. Sends the guy the
Amazing.
picture.
That's a fantastic story.
Sends the guy the fucking picture. Tells him what happened.
Did he ever get a response to that email?
Yes. He said, "This is why we hate Americans."
Ah,
As if we go from country to country, dunking our
Dunking our
American
balls.
balls into
Oh.
beers.
don't try to kiss our girlfriend. You know,
Excellent point, Frank.
what are we talking about here? This is why we hate Americans.
Well said. I think that's the greatest response ever for somebody hitting on your girlfriend.
No, he did something else too.
Oh no, we didn't hear about this.
It was when we went to a Christmas dinner one year. You remember what he did?
No, and I'm terrified he did it to me. So please go ahead.
I remember where this happened, but I don't remember exactly what happened.
Who here knows anyone else who does this with 5 question marks? You're right. You probably don't. Exclusive here. You'll only hear it here.
That's true.
We went to Christmas dinner once. A waiter or a bartender was hitting on his girlfriend. Now, she didn't tell him until we got in the car to leave. And he got so mad. He didn't say anything. And then he gets on his phone and he starts, we're like, who's he calling? He's like, hi, yes, I'm sorry. I was just in your restaurant. And the waiter with the bald head and blah, blah, he described him. He stuck his fingers in someone's dessert before he gave it to them. It was quite disgusting. I thought you should know. Hangs up.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a good move.
That is a good move.
Moral of the story is don't cross your brother
Right. Or me.
or you.
Anywhere near
family.
there's food or beverage. Yeah.
Don't leave your food or beverage alone with them,
Right.
and don't hit on their significant others.
Oh, no. That's a big
Okay.
no-no.
Although I will say Frank's brother takes the cake for dumbest thing ever done in a restaurant. You know this story, right?
Oh, I love that. I
In
love what he does.
Montreal.
Yeah, so we're in Montreal. We're all sitting around this huge long table, and your brother-in-law, Janine, your brother-in-law, your husband's brother, gets up from the table, walks away, goes to the restroom.
Can we preface a little bit?
Preface it up.
It's a bachelor party.
Yes.
I don't know. There's like 20 guys.
Yeah.
We're at a steakhouse. Everybody's probably a bunch of drinks in already at this point.
Right.
Brother-in-law gets up and goes to the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
So your brother-in-law happened to be sitting next to my brother at the table. So he gets up, goes to the restroom, comes back, is standing next to my brother, right here, right over his shoulder, and he goes like this, whack, whacks him in the balls.
Frank's brother.
Only to turn my brother whacks him in the ball. Only to turn and notice that it is not your brother-in-law. It is the waiter.
Oh my God! No way.
He hit the waiter in the balls.
I didn't know this.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
nobody sees it. Nobody
I
sees
saw
it.
I saw it. I thought it was hilarious. I saw it.
And then he had to tell everybody the story.
The waiter is holding something. He just goes, ooh. He just hunches forward. He hunches forward. Ooh. He gave him the old wham because he thought he was him coming back. I don't know how you don't check to look who you're hitting, but he didn't. And he said,
Did he?
wham.
I guess there's another person out there with a blowhole.
Maybe. He didn't check. He didn't
He
check
didn't
for
look.
that.
He just felt a presence of it.
And he just, boom, over his shoulder. It was
Wow.
the waiter.
Why wouldn't you look?
I don't know. We were all kind of loaded. We were at a
Fucking
steakhouse,
asshole.
and he's an asshole. What do
Did you
want?
laugh like this when it happened?
Oh, it was the
Oh.
greatest. It was one of the greatest thing I ever. It was so freaking.
Cackling.
My brother, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you were my friend."
And then he had to serve his food, so we were all
Yeah.
like trying not to laugh in front of it. I think we gave him a really big tip, though, from what I
I
could
hope so.
remember.
Oh
He
my
gave
God, the
us
poor
his
guy's
big
dick
tip.
doesn't work. You better have given him a tip.
That was fantastic.
Your brother
old-
definitely drank ball beer that night. That's for fucking
Yeah,
sure.
he did the old
Yeah.
cup check to a waiter. It was fantastic.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? We were in Canada, so everybody was like, "Oh, that's probably my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My balls got in the way of your hand."
The
Right.
guy was very polite about
He's
it. That's
very
true.
nice. He's very
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
That's true. Did you see the Seinfeld modeling pictures?
No, what is this?
Yeah, it's Seinfeld.
Oh,
By the way, Janine, I wanted to ask you about this because Seinfeld's kind of an old dude.
We did eat the food, Paul. Yes, we definitely did.
Yeah, we all had to eat the food afterwards. What are you
We
gonna
were
do?
drunk. We really didn't care what they did to it.
Seinfeld hooked up with this company. Let me see if I got the name of it here. This is gonna be crazy for Frank.
Is it
Kith?
Kramerica Industries?
Great American Industries.
Vandalay?
He hooked up with this this company, Kith, and they designed a full line of clothes.
Uh-oh.
They did a whole collection that's going to benefit Queens College,
yeah.
My alma
Frank's
mater.
alma mater, Frank and Jerry's alma mater. And this is Jerry Seinfeld. Photographs are taken by Mark Salger. And here's the big dog from Seinfeld's Instagram.
Nice. So and his hair is longer. Last time anybody's seen him, I feel like his hair was shaved down. And he has the Seinfeld hair going.
Mm. Again, if you purchase anything at Kith, Kith, but their thing is actually spelled KXTH, the benefit, the proceeds will benefit Queens College, part of the City University of New York.
Dude, I might have to.
I'm not sure what it is about fashion, though, that it's like pick a ridiculous pattern and
Right.
put it on a jacket. And rich people are like, oh, I got to get that.
Well, I'll never understand. Like, they do these runway shows with these huge things you would never see anybody walking down the street in. But I guess that's just for, hey, I can do it. It's just for the show kind of thing. But these things aren't so bad. Like, that jacket's pretty nice.
He kind of looks youthful. And I tell you what, I have to ask, would you bang Jerry Seinfeld?
No.
Janine, I wasn't asking
Oh.
you. I was talking to Frank.
Okay.
Jerry,
You
just to
didn't get
say
me
I
yet.
just to say I'd banged Jerry Seinfeld, I don't know. No, I probably wouldn't bang. But I got to tell you, this is the first time I
You're
feel
lying.
like
You would suck Jerry's dick if he asked you to.
it's nice. It's very
I would
nice.
do it out of respect for all the years left. I'd be like, I don't want to do this. You ruined everything, but I owe it to you.
There,
Right.
well, that's humble of you. But see, the last time we saw it, look at the picture on the right where he's standing there with a bunch of books or whatever. That's the haircut we're used to
Oh, yeah,
since the
yeah.
end of the
It's true.
show.
Mm.
Now, it looks like for this photo series that he did with the Queens College stuff, looks like he kind of grew the Jerry hair back from the show, like that big coif that he had.
A little bit, I guess. He's kind of got that coolness of like, I'm just gonna show up however the fuck I look today, and that's what you're getting.
Not as much as Adam Sandler. Look at that guy.
I
That
mean,
guy dresses in like the worst stuff.
yeah. I
But
know.
he's an
He
old
doesn't look
dude,
great,
Janine.
though.
Nothing. You don't think he looks good? I think he kind of looks
No.
good for him.
Yeah, what is he? He's in his late 60s or mid 60s.
Oh, how old is he? That's
No,
a
he's
lot.
almost. He's in his late 60s.
He's up there. I mean,
He's got to be. Yeah.
I think Kramer just turned 70 not too
68.
long ago. 68.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
The old man thing doesn't do it for you?
It's because she's an anti-Semite. I think that's
What's
what
the
it is.
deal with this blonde girl who's not sleeping with me?
Anthony Fauci's fine, but suddenly Jerry Seinfeld is not her type. I don't get it. They look
Hmm.
practically the same.
Yeah,
Fucking Seinfeld could
Disney.
play Anthony Fauci in a Lifetime movie.
it's true.
I'd go see that. Now,
I told
he looks-
you to all wear your mask. No, I didn't.
what's with this COVID? Now, I feel like the hair made him look like the hair makes him look 10 years younger. Is it me?
You think so? I think he looks older. I think he aged though.
I think the shaved head that he's been rocking for the last 20 years, that made him look older. And now that he grew the hair back, it reminds me of the old Seinfeld days.
Let's just ask the awkward question that everybody's wondering. Are you going to grow your hair back now since you seem to be mirroring Jerry Seinfeld's hairdos every decade?
Ooh.
What's the deal? No.
If Jerry
I'm sticking-
Seinfeld dips his American balls in a beer, would you chug it? That's
Yes,
the
he would.
question.
His American, why are they American balls? I mean, why qualify the balls? They're Jerry Seinfeld's balls. That's,
Eh,
no. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
So J Seb's no on Jerry Seinfeld?
no.
Frank, I meant to ask you this before. Let's say your wife dies in a horrific car accident
It's terrible.
the day after you wish Trump would die of a heart attack. So
Ooh.
karma comes back to get you.
You're an ass.
Would you bang Kim Kardashian? If you had a
No.
chance to, if you met her, you guys hit it off, and she's like, "You're hysterical. I like how your hair looks like Jerry Seinfeld. You went to Queens College.
You're almost as gray as Pete.
She
I
likes
mean,
that
what?
she likes
Yeah.
that I went to Queens College.
You kind of look like
That
Pete
did it for her?
Davidson." Well, she goes like this. She goes, "Put some black around your eyes, and you do it just for
Get-
kicks."
Get 1,000 tattoos and then you're almost there.
Yeah, let's say you come across Kim Kardashian and she's willing, and she's like, "You want to go to bed with me?" Would you do it? Your wife's dead.
I don't think so.
You wouldn't bang Kim Kardashian?
Would you?
No, but I have standards.
I said no.
No.
The hell you want from me?
Not even for the brag. Why wouldn't you do it?
I don't know. I'm just because a lot of reasons. One, then you become Kim Kardashian's.
Sex slave. Oh,
It's like you're only famous because you're with Kim Kardashian, that kind of thing, and I don't think so. I mean, would it help the podcast?
It would greatly, yeah.
Oh, then no, I wouldn't do it.
um,
Nah, no thanks. Not interested.
wrong. The correct answer we were looking for is she would steal your soul like she does everybody. So that's why you wouldn't do it.
I hear she
Ooh.
bites your head off after mating.
Yeah. She's eaten up and chewed out every other guy. Except for that Ray J. He bounced back and with his own earbuds.
right.
He was like, I know, I'll just make some AirPods and everybody will love them. And that's really it.
Well, because he was on the tape, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, he hasn't, like, all the other ones are like Kanye's fucking crazy and out of it. The basketball
tape.
player, who the hell ever heard of him again? Wasn't
Maybe
there
if they-
another one in there?
Maybe if they put out the tape.
I don't know.
That's
Ray
something
J.
for you guys to watch, bro. By the way,
What are
What?
we watching?
before I go,
We
you
have to
guys
watch
watched
something?
the Boston Marathon Netflix special.
No.
No.
Ooh, watch it.
It's good.
There's a bit of a conspiracy theory in it,
Here
Stop
we go.
it. Tell
Stop
me.
with the conspiracy theories.
but it's
I
a
love-
good. It's very intriguing.
Is it that
Can you
Mark
tell us?
Wahlberg really saved the day?
God, I wish. No, I want you to watch it, and I want you to Tell me your opinion, Frank.
Really, can I tell you my new favorite thing? People go, "Oh, have you seen this documentary?" And I go, "No."
Tell me
How
about
long is it? And they go 2 hours. And I go, why don't we just take 3.5 minutes and you tell me everything and save me from 2 hours?
Just
it.
wrap
Well,
it
I'm
up
not
for
done
me.
yet, so I can't tell you.
That's literally what I did with the Manti Te'o documentary. I was like,
Oh, that was a good one.
I know the story, and somebody knows like, oh, I just watched it, and I'm like, fill in the gaps for me. Just tell me what happened, and they did, and now I don't have to watch it.
Okay.
That helps. That's a time saver. So
I
how long
really
is this thing?
believe. I believe that some documentaries really only some of these Netflix documentaries you can do in a 3-minute TikTok, and that's the truth.
Yeah, there's a lot of B-roll footage and all this dramatic cutaways and all this stuff that you get rid of that. You cut the whole thing in half.
So I got my parents here, and they control the TV at times, and they're watching this thing on who really killed Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
12 minutes into it, I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself if we have to fucking watch this anymore.
They just drag one thing out forever, and it's like just get
Fucking
to the
shit.
point.
He's going to this dermatologist for these drugs. They said it fucking 6 times, and then they go to Dr. Drew, and Dr. Drew is like, in no uncertain terms, was this a good thing? This was really bad. And then Dr. Drew recites what was happening. I'm like, I fucking get it. We get it. He was going to the doctor and getting drugs. Move the fuck on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Done.
It's like, go ahead.
No, you don't like documentaries then? Or you don't like the ones that drag on out?
No, I like documentaries, but there are some that are just fucking completely unnecessary.
You know what it's become like? Every time I read any article, whatever, any place, whether it's a news site or magazine, website, any kind of article, the first 3 or 4 paragraphs you could skip right away because it's all just taking the headline and going and repeating it like 9 times.
All right, this happened today. Janine sends a story. I think it was Janine. Was you the megalodon or was it Frank? I forget.
That was me. Matter.
I'm like all excited. I'm like, oh great. I fucking read. Sure enough, 6 paragraphs down, they think they spot a megalodon shark in the fucking water. 6 paragraphs later, it turns out it was a school of fish. It's like, this isn't an article.
So it's nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing. And I was all excited about it. Not your fault, Janine. Tell me about the documentary. I want to hear. Give me the elevator pitch. What's going to make me want? Can't you just tell me what it is?
Well,
is this going to be a major spoiler in case people want to watch this?
Not really, because it kind of says it. It's just it ties into the Boston Marathon with there was like a double murder, and a reporter who was friends with one of the guys made this documentary because, well, you have to watch it. I didn't finish watching it yet, but it's good.
Just tell me about it. I'm never gonna watch it.
What's the conspiracy that
one of the bombers killed both of the guys because he found out he was friends with them. So it was never really mentioned back then.
Killed both of what guys?
The ones I just mentioned.
There were 2 bombers.
2 bombers, but then there was another murder, another double murder that didn't happen so far away, like a few weeks before that. And it was like just these 2 guys just killed, and they never found out why. And then it turns out this reporter knew that one of the bombers was friends with one of the guys. So, but they never mentioned it back then. They mentioned it now.
So are they saying that the bombers killed the guys?
Yep.
Do they think it's because they found out what they were going to do and they?
I'm not up to that yet.
All right. Well, fill me in. I can't wait to.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's a conspiracy theory. I mean, it's a theory. This guy knew it was going to happen, right. So they killed him. I mean,
right.
That's just add another crime onto their, another murder onto their list. I mean, one of them is gone. One of them they killed on the spot. The other one,
the one guy's still alive, right?
They're both dead. Wait, aren't they both?
No, the second guy is in custody still. One they killed during the manhunt. It took them a while to track them down, but let me see. I'll look it up. Boston.
That was crazy. Do you remember that? I remembered.
do.
I was on the air, and I remember a report came over, and they were like, they think they're on a train heading to Connecticut, and I was like, fuck. Like it was like a breaking news bulletin, and I was like, holy shit. It went from being a thing like up there to being a thing like we had to like kind of like cover and talk about, like keep people up to date.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, he's on death row. The Supreme Court reinstated the death penalty for this case.
Two very, very quick hits. A new iPhone announced today.
She pulled the ripcord.
6.7-inch screen, biggest iPhone ever.
Now, bigger is better. A couple of years, it's going to be like the small ones again.
People are just going to be shoving an iPad on their face. People are just going to be walking around like, hello? Hey,
just their luggage, their suitcase.
I do remember when the iPad first came out, though, I was like, do I need a phone anymore? Because I just want to carry this around. And everybody got mad at me because, they were like, well, why are you going to carry that into the club? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm going to figure out.
What club do you go? You don't go to clubs.
Back then I was clubbing.
You weren't clubbing.
Sitting in the town, my friend.
You may have been hitting the town, but I don't think you were clubbing.
I was clubbing.
All right. Back when I was banging.
Fucking summer at George.
So is it any good? I mean, I feel like there was no real news about it.
Who knows? And now they're doing this thing too, where they're like, here's a new phone with all this new shit, and now we're not raising the price. So everybody's like, this is bullshit. I'm not going to, it's the same price? Maybe I'll buy it. I don't have to pay that much more. I got the last one because I traded in the previous one and it cost me nothing. So I was like, why wouldn't I fucking do this?
See, I have a Samsung Android from like 5 years ago. What does my phone do that yours?
Your phone is fucking atrocious, by the way. Can I also say
what does your phone do that mine doesn't?
Shoot in 1080p. Going back to the fucking members only video that you made, it looked like a porn shoot. It looked like somebody
that was the idea
over the fucking lens. That's
what I was going for.
It was so fucking shitty. You have got to get an iPhone. What is stopping you from getting an iPhone?
I don't know. I just don't want to. My phone's fine. When I need to upgrade it, maybe I'll switch to an iPhone. But there's all these problems with them, and you gotta. I don't know.
What are you, 90?
No, it's not that. They just hacked them all, didn't they? And you had to update a thing, and everybody got fucked up.
What are you talking about? You're worse than my parents.
All the Apple products, everything had to be updated.
This is exactly what my parents sounded like for 3 years until I got them an iPhone. And then they were like, oh my God, what were we wasting our time for all this time?
Great. It shoots a better picture. Okay. I don't shoot that much footage to do that, to need that.
So you're letting the members down? Is that what you're saying?
I think the video is pretty good. I thought it was a good quality. Is it not good? Was the quality not good? I thought it was all right.
Are you insane?
I don't know. I thought it was good.
It stunk. It was awful.
Yeah, I already deleted it.
It was awful. Let me see if I could bring it up and explain to people just how terrible.
Aussie Annie, thanks for another great morning here in God's own land. You're welcome, Aussie Annie. I got to get down to Australia.
Who said Australia was God's land?
All of land is God's land, I guess.
Seems offensive.
iPhone sucks beer balls, says Jack Me Off.
It's crazy talk. iPhone's the greatest phone ever. Look at this. I swear to God, this looks like, this is the fuzziest.
That's not fuzzy. That looks exactly how I look right now.
Just wait. Look at that.
What's wrong with that?
Stinks.
See, now you're showing the members only video, and the members are going to be like, hey, what was the point?
Stinks. Holy
stink.
Quality on this video.
The quality I think it's your eyes, buddy. You gotta get your eyes checked. Video is fine. What am I gonna upgrade to an iPhone to get a couple of more pixels?
Is your
Give me a break.
Is your phone really 5 years old?
I don't know. No, it's not that. It's like the Galaxy. I don't know, 10S something. Who the hell knows? But it's fine. It's not that old. It's a Galaxy. Maybe it's 2 years old.
Holy
I
shit.
deleted it for the space page. Having it on my phone and all that stuff. I already sent it. It did its job. So
Thank you, Mercury. It was bad, Frank. Thank you very much. Paige, you already deleted it. Frank doesn't like any of his friends. Exactly. Oh, we never got to the bottom of you fucking leaving early. I'm really mad at J Sabs now.
well, we just moved from one bar to another. I was like, you know what? We're done. We were ready to just call it a night. And that
First
was
of
it.
all, we leave the first bar, and I'm like, you're kidding me. We're going to go to another bar? This is so crazy.
So you only wish you could have left.
And then the place was closed. So I'm like, great, let's call it a night. And then we wound up turning the corner, going the other way, going to this other place. You scumbag piece of shit. Frank is
Wow.
the worst.
Screw you. What are you talking about?
He fucking knew. We get to the
No,
the
we
second
didn't.
bar.
No, I didn't know we were gonna go home until we got there. And we were like, we took the
Fuck
picture.
you.
We
He
got in
takes
there.
the
We took
pic-
pictures.
You're blowing over the whole thing. He takes the picture, the
All right,
group
there was a group
shot.
shot of all of
As
us.
soon as that was taken, bing, he was out of there.
Let me ask you this: how long after that picture did you stay in that bar?
How long did we stay after the picture? At least an hour.
An hour. All right, so
An hour and a half,
show up.
maybe.
You show up an hour late.
No,
and
I
you
was
stay
not
an hour later than me.
I was
So
not an hour
I think we're
late.
even.
That
I
was a
think we're even.
lie. That's a lie. I was
We
not
started
an hour
at
late.
8:00. You walked in at like 8:50.
It's a bullshit lie.
Yeah. You know what? I have the text message.
We were not an hour late.
I messaged you. Where are you? And you said I'm here. Let me see when
no,
that
but
was.
I answered that when I was sitting there for 20 minutes. And that was a joke because I was sitting there and I looked at my phone and it said, "Where are you?" So I said, "I'm here."
So you were sitting there for 20 minutes?
I was sitting across from you when I sent that.
Okay. So we got there at 8:00. At 8:50, I wrote to you, "Where are you?" And then at
I was there for.
and then at 9:17, you wrote, "I'm right here."
All right, so maybe I was there for 40 minutes when I wrote that. I thought
When
it would
did-
be funny.
No. You got because
My wife is
9:17.
right here. We got there a half hour late. We were coming back from City Field.
You were not a half hour late. You were at least an hour.
We were
At 8:50, I texted you.
You should have been showing up a half hour early. Then you're acting like this time.
No,
counts.
I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that.
You just fucking counted.
No. I showed up. The party started at 8, and I left an hour before you did. You got there an hour after the party started. So even.
Is it true you left early because when we got to the second bar, you hit the waiter in the balls? This is your family tradition.
I try to hit a waiter in the balls everywhere I go. You see me coming by, cover your crotch. Man, I do the old nut check. No, I don't do that. That was a one-time my brother thing. So
I'm telling you, you took that. You were like, "Wait, hold on, honey. Let's stay for the picture." And then as soon as that picture was taken, you were like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
We were done. We were there. It was like 11 something. We were there for 3 hours already hanging out.
What does that
We left.
mean? We were done. What does that mean?
We were tired. We had a 40-minute drive home, so we were like, let's just head home. It was after 11, and I was like, you know what? Let's just head home. It was 40 minutes to drive home. We just were tired. We were done for the day. That was it.
It's because you didn't eat anything all day long. You had lower energy.
I ate when I got there.
Yeah, you carbo loaded on the nachos for the table.
I didn't have the nachos for the table.
I can't believe you left. I was so mad at you. So mad.
Were you mad?
Yeah, I was. I was generally. I couldn't believe you fucking left. And
you couldn't believe it?
I go like this. I go, you leave. I go, I can't believe he just fucking left. Now, somebody, I'm not going to mention names. Somebody said there was an attempt to leave prior to getting to that second bar.
By me?
Somebody said there was a slight attempt to jettison the group before getting to the second bar.
I don't think so. I don't remember that.
By the way, this is a more interesting conspiracy theory than the fucking bombers killed 2 people.
Arguably. But I don't remember that. We weren't even talking about heading home until when we got to that final place. We went inside and we were like, we were just so tired. We looked at each other. We were like, well, let's if you're ready,
I
we're
know,
ready.
but
We just we
we
knew
were
it was
all
time for us to
tired.
go.
We were
So then
all
go
tired.
home.
Nobody wanted to really be there.
So then fucking leave. What am I? Start a new thing when you're tired. You leave. That's been.
You hang in there for J Zabs. You fucking see it all the way through.
I was there for J Sabs. I was there for 3 hours for J Sabs. What do you want from me?
I don't think that was 3 hours.
8 to 11.
No. What time did Frank leave, D?
Oh, they closed because the bar.
She says
the bar
9:30. I believe her.
The bar closed at 10, and they started kicking us out. But we were hanging around there for a good 20 minutes while everybody had to use the bathroom.
You did not leave.
Then we
at
walked
11.
around. Then we walked around trying to find a place. It was close to 11.
This guy
I'm the only one that keeps track of anything.
You are telling
making up times. You have no idea.
These are playing lies. You're right. We left the first place because it was going to close at 10.
It closed at 10, which it was
Now
about 10 o'clock when we stood up, and then all of a sudden everybody had to use the bathroom. So we were standing around for at least 20 minutes while one at a time people were using the bathroom. Then we left the place. You were the last person to walk out of the place because you were the last person to use the bathroom. I don't know what time that was, but it was well after 10 o'clock. Then we walked around the neighborhood. We walked around like 2-3 blocks trying to find a place. We went down the wrong way.
2 or 3 blocks. You're insane. We walked around the corner.
We walked around the corner. The place was closed. Then we walked back
around the corner, and then we went to the other place. It was
2
3
blocks.
doors down from the original place.
But we were walking around, taking our time. I left there at least say 10:45. I was out of there because then we took the picture. We were all hanging around. It was at least 10:45, if not close to 11.
Jack me off for $2. Come check for the table. For the table.
You do. It's the same motion as the nachos, but you add a little flick of the wrist. Flick. I'm telling you. I was keeping track of the time here. You're the only one that seems to have confusion about the time.
I don't know how you leave first every single time. Like, do you ever talk to your wife and go, I have an idea, honey. Let's wait for somebody else to leave before we leave?
We do that. We wait for other people to leave.
I've never seen you not leave first.
That's not true.
You always leave first.
Maybe some of the time, but not all the time.
I can't remember. Can you remember a time where Franken didn't leave first? The last 12 things we've been at together, you have left first. You've been the first one to leave. And one of them, Joey B was at. And he fucking left before he did.
Who the hell is Joey B?
You know who Joey B is. I can't say his last name.
A friend of ours?
Yeah, a mutual friend of ours.
Okay.
We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I don't. How did I leave? All right, if I left first, someone's got to leave first. What do you want from me?
It's always you. You don't think that's weird?
It's not always me. I've been known to close it down.
Thank God Paige is here. Did you leave the Christmas party first? I'm pretty sure you did.
No, we all left at the same time.
Going back to the Christmas party.
The Christmas party was a dinner, and we all left at the same time when dinner was over.
September? You're on a 9-month streak of leaving early.
I'll give you a 9-month streak. I'm telling you, Christmas party is always a dinner at a restaurant, and when it's over, we pay the check, everybody gets up and leaves. I'm not the first. We all leave at the same time for that.
Trying to think, where was this Christmas party? No, the amazing one was, I don't know what party it was your brother's party.
Okay.
Your brother's, that was the best. We all got up to leave the restaurant at your brother's party. And there was a big group of us. And I think we were sitting next to each other or right across from each other. We get up from the table. By the time I walk around, everybody's kind of milling about.
This is going to be so exaggerated. Nobody's going to...
Just graciously...
Everybody listening, grain of salt with this one. We
had shared the column off for the table, and we're all making our way out after dinner was done. And, your single file line becomes that, there's 12 people. By the time I made it out the door, Frank was in his car driving by.
That's
What is
we
this?
said goodnight to everybody.
Looney Tunes bit? How did this?
We said goodnight to everybody. Everybody was leaving, walking to their cars. You are always the last one out. All right, if I'm the first one out, you're always the ass dragger that takes forever to leave a place. I'm sorry, but maybe that's your thing. I might be the first one to leave, but you're the one that holds everything up. And
I'm an ass dragger.
Oh, did I forget this? Where's my phone? I gotta use the bathroom. Let me check with the waiter. Did we leave a tip? What's going on with the thing? Did we forget our doggy bag at the table? I gotta have nachos again for the table. Where's my Jumpstart coffee? It's always something. It's always a story. But when I leave, it's all right. Gotta go. See ya.
I'm telling you, I would thought I was in a real life Wile E. Coyote bit because I could have sworn you were like right behind me or just in front of me. And as I get out the door, you and your wife are in the car fucking driving.
The person you saw in the restaurant was just a painted on picture standing in front of a tunnel. That's what fooled you. But I'm telling you, I think I've gotten to the bottom of this thing. I leave when it's appropriate to leave. You don't know when to leave. You leave. You take whenever you decide to leave. Put down a half an hour, and then that's when you actually leave.
Yeah,
you
that's
get
true.
Up, you talk. You have to.
Well,
I'm all for saying goodnight to everybody, which I do. But I got to check for this. Where's my keys? Where's my phone? Who's got this? You got all the kids. Where's the? I can't find my. How do I?
First of
where's
all,
when? Who?
I don't know about that. That you say goodnight to everybody. I don't know about that.
I say goodnight to everybody.
That's a rough one.
It's usually a general wave to the crowd, but it's a solid goodnight.
Okay, but you said something there, and I think it's interesting because I think this is true. Aside from the ass dragging, as you like to call it, don't you
like
think?
To call it.
I like when I get to the point where I want to leave, I know there's another hour and a half left. Like I know this is going to take. Like this isn't the right time. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you need to stay till a certain point before you can actually leave. You don't seem to have that. You're just like, oh, I gotta go.
We stay till it's time to leave. We don't leave before, like when the dessert, if you're at a party, dessert's served, we eat dessert, we hang, and then
when you're going to the second bar, that's not a time to leave. That's time to have it. Like, okay, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to have another drink, but we went to the other bar, so it's like, all right, I'll get another drink.
You also showed up an hour late, so I was already an hour in the hole.
That has nothing to do with it.
That has everything to do with it.
And it wasn't an hour late. This is crazy talk.
I've got text proof.
I just feel like I want to leave, and I stay because I see the party to its natural duration, to its natural end.
See, I like to leave imagining the party just keeps on going. It's just I don't like to see parties come to an end. That's my thing.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't seem to bother you. I have a thing about me where I'm like, it would be rude if I left right now, and you don't have that. You're like, it's time. I have to go. It's time for me to go.
I don't leave if it's rude. I don't leave if earlier than etiquette dictates.
I could take issue with that. I don't know.
Tell me.
Well, Bird brings up a good point here. So Ant makes himself suffer and is mad Frankie doesn't. Correct.
Boom.
Correct. That's exactly what's happening.
Summing up all your BS with one fine sentence.
It's not BS. I feel like there's a natural end to the party.
Yeah, when everybody's tired in the bag and wants to go home.
Especially when you're in an intimate group. We were in an intimate nacho sharing situation. It wasn't like there was 40 people there and it was like, Frank leaves, it's okay. There's still a lot of people here.
Did it make room at the table for you guys when I left? Did it only benefit me leaving?
Stop acting like you're doing us a favor.
I did you a favor. You had a nice room at the table. You get more nachos for everyone at the table, and you were good.
Frank, Hulu is going to raise their prices. Netflix is not.
Scumbag Hulu.
But
Actually, I
they're
like Hulu.
they're saying they're going to be bringing in ads within a few weeks.
Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
That's bullshit. I feel like that's the only reason people watch Netflix.
They're going to bring in an ad-supported tier that would be $9.99 versus the what are we paying now? $13.99? Some shit.
All right, as long as they offer the tier. So they're keeping the tier with no ads. They're keeping that where we are right now. They're just keeping that the same. And
Yeah.
anybody who wants to join and do the ad thing, they just have a lower price for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's fair.
I got to tell you, the Hulu, I don't like Paramount's got ads. I don't mind them. A couple too many.
Hulu has a bunch. It's like 2 minutes every time, and they're annoying ads. It's the same ads over and over too.
That's the thing. Get some new ads. Like you know, give me a 30. I'll sit through a couple of 30s. Don't give me a 2.5 minute stop set before my movie fucking starts.
It's not TV. That's why that's why we're not watching TV anymore.
Right.
We're watching the streaming stuff because there's not as many commercials.
Again, I'm happy to sit through some commercials.
Yeah, that's pay. I'm not a fan of this. We have to pay for it and watch commercials. I don't like that.
No, I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't mind it. I just, again, like you said, I don't want to see the same. And here's a problem too. It's like Dawn. It's fucking shit that I'm not. I just go by the like. I don't know what fucking is your bleach working for. I don't fucking know. Like you're not gonna get me to.
Well, you're not their target customer then.
Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not their target customer.
But I like Hulu. Hulu is probably the one I watch the most out of all.
You
the
still paying
streaming
for
services.
cable?
We're getting rid of that this week. We're calling up, getting it out of the house.
Are
We
you?
don't watch it. Yeah, we don't watch it. The only thing we get from our cable provider is the internet, and that's it. The only thing that's useful.
I think so. I'm the same way. Last time I figured this out, if I canceled my cable, but I have to keep the internet because we can only get it from one internet company.
Right.
Because it's not bundled together, the price of the internet goes up so much that it's practically the same as if I kept the cable.
Really?
So I never have. I was like, what's the point? But I'm at the point now where I don't care. I want to do it out of principle, where it's like, I've had enough. I'm just paying for it. I'm never watching it, never using it. I'd rather pay a streaming service because there's streaming services out there. Forget what they're called, like Fubo or whatever you can get that will give you channel 2, NBC, ABC. You'll get the baseball games. You'll get all the local channels.
Yeah, I just bought for the basement for the table. I just installed a new TV on the wall, and it's a smart TV, and it has
you got for the
room, TV for the room. It's a smart TV that has all the apps in it, and it's got this. It's a Samsung TV, and it's got the Samsung television, and it's got like 200 channels, like whatever channels that you want.
Yeah,
and I don't need. What do I need cable for?
And these things are like $45, and I'm paying fucking $125 in cable. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I've got take the boxes, get them out.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm finally gonna do it. I've had enough.
Do it. This is no one. Last thing I watched on live TV, maybe a Ranger game, but you could watch that on streaming channels, right?
Now you can, yeah.
But before that, it was the ball drop. I think at New Year's. I think that's the last live thing I watched, and I could have watched that on streaming too.
You know what bugs me a little bit, but I still don't give a shit. If you stream the ball drop, you're gonna be like 14 seconds behind the New Year.
Does it matter?
Not to me anymore. That's something I would have cared about like 20 years ago.
I mean, if I'm going, you go by your cell phone then. If you're that hung up on
get some cable for the table. A little cable for everybody.
We'll share it.
Look at this page. I don't miss cable. See, I'm jealous of all the people that have gotten rid of cable.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the boxes alone. Just get them out of my house, and I don't need it. I mean, I don't watch. I mean, you can watch the sports. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I would miss Everything they got everything on the streaming. I'm paying for all the streaming, and that's all I'm watching. I'd never switch over to cable. The we just hooked up this TV in our basement. It's not even hooked up to cable. It's a smart TV. It's hooked up to just the apps.
Yeah, because who needs it?
I didn't even run a line for it, cable line or whatever the fuck Wi-Fi thing.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna try and film it too.
You gonna film what?
I want to document me leave because I'm gonna grandstand. I'm not gonna just do it online. I'm gonna call up and be like,
You know what we should do? Remember that scene in Office Space where they beat the shit out of the printer,
yeah,
the fax machine? We should do that to one of the cable boxes.
I'd love to, but it turns out it's not mine. I'm just leasing it from the cable company for $2.99 a month.
All right,
cocksuckers.
We'll paint a cardboard box to look like a cable box. We'll beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, I just want.
Impact.
I feel like it's when Jerry went to the office and booed and heckled the heckler. I want to just call him and be like, I'm fucking leaving. It's not going to save me any money. It's just out of the principle.
There's got to be a difference monetarily. It's not. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's messed up.
And I've tried to leave before, and they've been like, all right, well, we'll reduce your bill if you want. And I'm like, you could do that? And they're like, yeah, we'll knock it down like $35. Don't worry about it. And I'm like,
it's like, why didn't you do that? Why don't you tell me, hey,
I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's such a never pay full price for pretty much anything unless you're unless you're doing your regular shopping like at a grocery store, and you pay with it. But if you're like buying a car, if you're buying something at Best Buy, TV, you're doing this, you're doing that, whatever they ask is not the price. You bring them down a little bit.
I'm starting to think that way.
I feel like that's the law of the land. I mean, again, you're not going to haggle the price of a banana at the grocery store, but if you're buying something in the hundreds, you're paying hundreds of dollars for something, they could come down a little bit for you. I'm sure there's wiggle room on almost anything.
I used to have satellite. What is it? DirecTV. I used to have that, and the cable company used to call me like, "You want to switch the cable?" And I'm like, "No." And they'd be like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because your products suck." Because I had cable when I was renting my apartment before I got the house, and I hated it. I told them that. It got so bad. I would tell them so much. I've told you this. Somebody fucking showed up to my house from the cable company. Somebody like came to my house, like knocked on the door. It's like, hey, it's fucking Jim from Cablevision. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, came from the office. Like, I'm convinced. Yeah, I'm convinced it was like can you believe we still haven't gotten this guy yet over at 10th Street? Let's fucking. I'm gonna make a house. I'm gonna get you. Watch. I'm gonna get him today. I'm gonna go to his house and get him.
Can you imagine? Here's the scene I picture. There's a guy in a suit with like a pit full of people. Hey Jim, you still working on that Anthony case? Well, get back to me because we'll send it. Should we send a team over? We'll send a team over. Get a team together. You park at Jim. You got the Anthony case. All right, who's next? And they're just going down a list of people who are all right, you got like a what's it called? Like what's that movie with Leo DiCaprio?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. He's got a pit full of people and he's assigning jobs.
In my mind, this guy called himself like the wolf or the shark. Like, Jimmy, does the wolf need to go and close this? You tell me. We got to send the wolf?
Should we do a tag team? We both go, good cop, bad cop? What do you think?
The guy fucking showed up in a Ford Taurus. I kid you not. It was a fucking Ford Taurus. He drove in.
Quality vehicle.
I mean, it's okay, but it just seems like, seems a little inappropriate.
You want him to show up in like a Mercedes or?
I don't know, but I just felt like that was very like, I don't want your fucking product. I'm not in your cult. And then
did he talk to you? Or did you kick him out?
I didn't answer. I wouldn't open the fucking door. We talked to the door. I go, you got to get out of here. I go, I don't want nothing to do with you. I go, this is wildly inappropriate. Get out of here. And he fucking left.
Is it wildly inappropriate to ring your doorbell?
I think that's wildly inappropriate.
People ring your bell all the time. What's the problem?
But it killed me that I fucking wound up switching a couple of years later. So
they eventually got you. See, now Jim is at the office. Hey, we finally closed the Anthony account.
But the DirecTV had gone. The DirecTV went up so fucking high.
You got Jim a vacation for him and his wife for 5 days. That was you closed that Anthony account with springing to send you and the wife to Cabo. That's who you got, Jim.
I'm gonna fucking call him and be like, "Give me Jim. I got news for Jim."
They gave him the old coffees for closers line too, and he closed and he gets coffee now.
Speaking of Jim, there's an episode of The Office where Jim goes to a party and waits to fucking takes pictures of people to prove he was there and just fucking leaves. That's what you do.
That's a good move.
That's what you fucking do. You're Jim. You're fucking Jim.
I might have to do that at the next get together.
He has a whole plan of what he's gonna do. He tells a memorable story. He fucking takes a picture and then he leaves.
It doesn't work for our gatherings. I feel like people would notice if I walked in and then just left.
You're fucking. I know, but that's what you want to do, and you're biding your time until you can get there.
That is what I want to do. It doesn't work for close friends. It'll work for like an office thing.
That's what. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
So we get the jump start, folks. They got the new blend. They got the dark medium blend, or is it medium dark blend?
Medium dark blend.
Medium dark blend, brand new. Try that out. Do the subscribe and save where they just send it to you. You don't have to think about it. They send it to you every month. And I got to thank everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome for hanging out with us tonight.
I'd like to thank everybody except for those who took Frank's side on most of the arguments.
I got to thank Team Frankie C. You guys rock.
You do rock, all of you. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the little extra time tonight since we were gone on Monday for Labor Day. We're back Friday. We gotta figure out a product tasting soon. We gotta do another one of those.
Ooh, that's a good idea. We'll come up with something.
We will. Thank you guys. We'll catch you on the next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Show me potato salad.
Maybe we should.